Steve Jobs, the most recognized face in the world.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
The founder of Apple made the iPhone, made the iPad, removed the difference between humans and technology. On October 3rd, 2011, he was at his home with his family in his final moments. And in his last moments, the words he said, which his sister Mona Simpson heard her.
Steve's final words were, "Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow."
The question is, what did he see? What does a person see at the time of death? And this is not just the story of Steve Jobs. Thomas Edison, America's greatest inventor, while dying said, "It is very beautiful over there." What was he seeing? This is one of the biggest questions in the world. What happens after death? But that is a different question. Right now, the question we're talking about is, what happens at the moment of death? In the last minutes, the last seconds. Science ignored this question for 2,000 years. Why? Because it was uncomfortable. Because it was difficult to study. Because it was a social taboo. But in 2023, a study from the University of Michigan was published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. And what they discovered was not written in science textbooks before. Most people make one mistake. They say, when a person dies, the brain shuts down. Heart stops, oxygen stops, brain slowly shuts down. This is wrong, completely wrong. In the 2023 study, researchers captured something shocking. At the moment the heart stopped, gamma waves in the brain surged. These gamma waves activate only when the brain is doing complex processing, dreaming, recalling memories, deep conscious experience, meaning at the moment of death, the brain becomes more active. We think death is like a switch, on-off finish. No, science says, at death, the brain shows its maximum power, a show that only the dying person can see. Now the real question is, what happens in the last 7 minutes? Stopwatch minute 1 to 2. Oxygen stops, heart stops, blood circulation stops. Seems like normal shutdown, but suddenly, the brain uses its emergency energy, ADP. It creates a massive surge of activity. Stopwatch minute 2 to 4. Life review begins. Not in order, but emotional. Memories replay. Not just seen, but felt. One survivor said, "My whole life passed in 1 second, but felt like 30 years." Time loses meaning. Stopwatch minute 4 to 6. Common experiences. Tunnel. Light, familiar faces, peace. Some scientists think chemicals like DMT may play a role, not confirmed. Stopwatch minutes 6 to 7. Here, science stops. Because if brain activity becomes 0, then how do some people still report consciousness? Where did that awareness come from? This is still unanswered. In 1975, Raymond Moody studied over 150 near-death cases. Common experiences: leaving the body, seeing own body, tunnel of light, meeting loved ones, full life review, deep peace. Over 35,000 cases reported globally. Now comes the part beyond science. According to Islamic teachings from Sunan Abu Dawud, when a believer is near death, angels descend. Faces shining like the sun. The angel of death sits near the head and says, "O pure soul, come out towards forgiveness and pleasure of Allah." The soul leaves gently like a drop of water. In the last 7 minutes, you cannot control what you see. You will experience what you lived. As one verse in Quran Surah Al-Waqiah explains, for those close to Allah, there is peace, fragrance, and comfort. Death is not just an end. It may be the final reflection of your entire life. What you live is what you may see in the end.